From Hollywood, it's Flash Friday.
Oy vey.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning in to the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No. I am your host. Write down our telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program on this Flash Friday with wide-open telephones. We can talk about anything that's on your mind, anything at all, at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's 1-800-5800-866. Edgar on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yeah. Can it be 4?
No.
Is anybody there?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, hi, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Edgar. Hold on, Papa. And I was just listening. I've been listening for a while. And by the way, you know, you do a great job right there. I just want to ask you for a quick advice. Okay. I've been in this country for like over 13 years. You know, I do want to get my education. I do want to go to school. I am hungry for money. But like every time I try to do something, it's like I'm not being negative or anything. But like I go to school. I don't have my green card. That's the first thing they tell me. So I can't get a loan. So I can't go to school. Every time I get a job, it's like, you know, because I have to renew my work employment card every year. And it's been like 4 years already since I haven't got it from the IRS, from the INS. And every year I go through the same process, renew it and renew it. And I heard this guy...
Wait a minute. So you have a work permit?
I do have it, but I haven't had it for like these past 4 years. So I've been working...
Why don't you have a work permit?
Well, I mean, I do have it. It's just the thing. I don't know what the problem is with the INS. And every time that I call, they just tell me, "Oh, we give us some time to go through your file because we haven't gone through your file yet." And they've been giving the runaround for 4 years.
Do you have a green card?
No, that's the thing. I don't have a green card. That's the first step to get a green card. It's a work permit, and I don't have that. And you know, like I do.
Do you have an attorney?
Excuse me?
Do you have an attorney?
I do, but it's just the laws change so often, and right now, like, you know, the things that you see in the news, and, you know, like, it's just, you know, I heard this guy, you know, like, talking about, like, half an hour ago, like, he doesn't know what to do with his life, this freaking moron right there. He has, you know, like, all the benefits of a citizen, you know, he could get a loan, student loan, and go to school, and sometimes, like, you know, people from other countries, like myself, they want to actually do something and, you know, better themselves, and you don't have the opportunity to do that.
You'd love to have all the benefits he has, like he has citizenship. And
I would. Honestly, I would. And, you know, like, it's kind of idiotic for a guy like that, you know, born in this country. He's not taking all... okay, wait, Papa. And he's not taking advantage of all the benefits that this country has to offer. And me, like, you know, when I don't have a job, you know... I go business to sell, you know, whatever I could get my hands on, you know, like toys, pendants for girls, just to make some money. You know, and I heard this guy, you know, like I've been listening to your show for a while, but this is the first time that I actually called to a radio station because that, you know, kind of pissed me off.
I understand. Hey, it pissed me off. It pissed me off because I worked very hard to get what I have, and he doesn't want to do the work I did.
You know, I do hear you. I do kind of know your story, how you grew up and your dad, you know, and like, you know, I look up to you. And, you know, I do look up to you in that way. You know, it's just like, you know, came out of nothing. Look at you, multimillionaire, you know, by yourself. And, you know, that's what I want to be. You know, I'm 25 years old, and it's like, you know, I do sales, you know, like right now, you know, it's like whatever I can get my hands on, you know.
I understand. But sure, you have to have a green card, you have to have work permit, you have to have something. So you're what people would call an illegal alien, right?
Pretty much.
Right. And the INS has just, lost your file? Is that what they're telling you?
It's just they give me the runaround, you know, you know, like, you know, they just give me the runaround. We haven't been, able to blah, blah, blah. Just a bunch of, I don't even remember because every time I get those letters already, you know, like they're not gonna, I'm not getting my work permit, so you know why do I even bother? And just recently, I got a letter just this past 2 months from the INS saying that I haven't received my work permit because of 2 times that I was convicted of I don't know what.
Were you convicted of crimes?
No, not even. I wasn't convicted of anything. And like that thing that kind of pissed me off is like after 4 years, they sent me that letter with the lame excuse. After 4 years, what about the 3 years prior to that? You know.
So you were never convicted of a crime?
No, I was never convicted for any crime, for nothing. You know.
Right. Well, that sucks. And what does your attorney say about it?
She's just like, hey, you know what? Keep sending them the money orders every year, you know, and that's what I keep doing.
Right, I understand. So you have to send a money order in with an application every year? Is that what you do?
Yeah, every year, and now like the fees have gone up, and you know I'm not even working. I have child support. I got car payment, bills, you know, like, and it's just getting to a point, like, you know, like, and like, you know, sometimes things don't really sell as much as you want them to sell, and you know that's kind of like the reason that I called too, you know.
What is that?
You know, for some buys, you know, like, I don't know.
People won't buy what you're selling? What are you selling?
Yeah, like different kind of things, you know, like anywhere from iPods,
Where do you get
cars,
iPods from?
houses.
Wait, where do you get iPods from to sell them?
Oh, because I have a friend that he has this hookup through, he has this connection through some guy.
Well, you know, you're not, the reason people probably don't want to buy iPods from you is that you're supposed to buy them from an Apple store.
No, but like they're like the kind of app, and they're not really iPods, but they kind of they do the same thing. They're made in China. They do the same thing for way cheaper.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
okay.
you know, I have pendant, all kind of stuff. I sell cars, and you know, houses. You know, pretty much anything that you want. You know, like if you just tell me I need this, you know, like give me a week. If I could get it within a week, I'll let you know. And you know, that's how pretty much how.
Dean wants to know if you sell pot.
Huh?
Dino, the screener, he wants to know if you sell marijuana.
Hey, you know, we could talk, you know, like not on the air, but hey.
Dean said to have me put you on hold, but I'm.
Hey, you know, like I know these people can get medicated, pretty much anything you need.
Is that? Look at you. By the way, attention
real,
advertisers, you too could reach this prime demographic.
You know, and I looked up, you know, like a DJ, you know, like I do like what you do, you know, it's like, you know, that's an option, but I do have a work permit, but right now it's not valid. That's pretty much what's messing me up.
Is it a fake work permit or is it an expired one?
Everything's legit. Everything's legit. I got like my legit Social Security. Everything's legit.
Wow.
You know.
Well, I understand. I mean, here, you know, lots of people come in here illegally and they just don't file any papers and they don't try to become legal. And here you are trying to do it by the rules and working very hard and willing to work very hard. And sounds to me like you've never applied for welfare or food stamps or any of that stuff.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm young. You know, thank God I got my 2 feet, my 2 arms. You know, like, what would I do that? You know?
I understand. Now, what country do you come from?
El Salvador, Central America.
Yeah, well, El Salvador has had some real problems with war and whatever over the years. That was a scary place to live for a long time.
Yeah, I was homeless at the age of like 3, 4 years old. I had to sleep on the streets with my mom.
Wow. And so your mom came to L.A. with you?
No, actually, she came first, and 5 years after I came.
So you had to live without your mom for 5 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Some of the stories I hear are just amazing. Stories like yours, amazing. Look, Edgar, I understand. I feel your pain. I know other people who've been in the same position that you are. And all I can say is keep trying, man. That's all I can tell you. You know, and keep bugging your attorney.
Oh, all right. So
or get another attorney.
Oh, there's only like there's certain places where you can go because a lot of people do take advantage of this, you know, and they tell you, oh, just give us like $1,200 and you know we'll do whatever you want.
Right.
We can, and after 6 months, that law firm is gone, you know, so.
Oh, I understand, Edgar. Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody, we'll take your phone number. If there's a law firm out there that where somebody's a lister and wants to help you out.
Let me talk to Dino about that deal, man. If you have any job in your place at your house, I'll, you know, cut your flowers, whatever, garden, whatever, you know.
Look at you. All right, Edgar, hang on, I'll put you on with Dean. I think Dean has some business to discuss with you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Keith on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
What's up, Tom?
The ratings and my paycheck this year, it's been a big increase.
Yes, it has. All right, dude. Now, well-respected listener, I love you. I think you're a genius in many ways. One thing I do have a little bit of beef with you, and a question to ask, in all honesty, is you talk about New Yorkers being arrogant, which we are. You talk about New York.
23 seconds it took to mention that New York.
No, I didn't claim I'm from New York.
It took 23 seconds to say New York. Okay.
Check it out. Honest answer. Would you or would you not speak about New Yorkers the way you do if you were broadcasting in New York or Jersey or Philly?
I have already done it.
You have?
Yes. Because I have been on the air in New York. Don't forget, I've been on the air in New York. This show is on the air in New York for 2 5-month stints. Also, I did other shows. I used to fill in on WOR in New York. I have worked on the radio in New York.
Interesting. Dean loved my question, by the way.
Really?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Put me on top of the list.
Well, he's another goomba from back east, so no wonder.
And you know what I've learned through you and just through years being here?
What?
I don't say out here.
Very good. Very nice.
Good. Yeah.
Very nice. This guy has left the D train behind. I'm sure it was.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. You know, another thing I definitely agree on you with.
What's that?
Is not being married and not having the kids and not doing all that.
There we go.
Absolutely. I'm going to be 30 in November. No girlfriend, no children, 2 dogs, a good job, and that's it, man.
You get more ass than a toilet seat on the number 4 train. Wow.
Yeah, I try my best. I don't drink, so I really don't have that type of nightlife. But, you know, they come to me for the most part.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right, Tom, it was great talking to you. I appreciate it, man. You do good, and thanks for your service.
All right. You're very welcome.
Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-TOM.
Tom Leykis.
Oh, God.
All flash just for you, okay, Tom?
Thank you for that, Andy. I appreciate that.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
All right, I'm waiting for you. You're gonna do it while we're on the phone.
Here comes... They're like staying back behind.
Well, why don't you get your boyfriend to slow down a little bit?
Okay, honey, you need to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, here I go.
All right.
Woo! Okay, I just did it.
All right.
Oh, he's smiling. I hope he was listening. Otherwise, he just thinks I'm crazy.
It's Flash Friday on the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show, Flash Friday, wide open telephones, 1-800-5800-TOM. James on this Flash Friday. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hey.
I just got flashed by 2 chicks in a Jetta on the 55 South in Newport.
Really? Tell us what you saw.
Well, the passenger was had the airbags deployed, and the driver was driving, and so they come up on the side of me, and they flash me, and then they go up like a few car lengths, and they're going along, and they run next to this construction truck. It's like one of those big dualies with the construction guys in it.
Yeah.
And these guys start hanging out the window and stuff, and about a minute later, cop comes up and pulls the guys in the dually over, and the chicks keep going down the freeway. You didn't even notice the chicks. But they were great. I imagine they're like, 25-ish, something like that, headed to the beach. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. I have my headlights on.
Now, if you're listening to My FM, would you be seeing bare breasts out on the 55 freeway?
No, or Rush Limbaugh. Hey, but that makes me want to ask you something else since I got you on the phone.
Yes.
So if you have a mid-6-figure income, does the $40 rule still apply?
Yes. Just because you have money doesn't mean you should have to spend it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. One other thing. How come no more Conway and Steckler, Tom Leykis imitations? That was the best part of their friggin' show.
Because Doug Steckler did a lousy impression of me.
Well, he did, but it was funny.
Well, I never liked his impression of me. He tried doing me a couple of times. It wasn't very good. Doug Steckler just does not have it together to do an imitation of me.
Well, fair enough.
Doug's a great guy, by the way. He just can't do a good impression.
Well, there's no reason to listen to their show without the Leykis drops.
Yeah, or without Doug Steckler.
Or without Doug Steckler, anyway. All right. Well, Tom, thanks for the service. And thanks for the advice about the $40. And have a nice afternoon.
Thank you. The guy wants to hear Doug Steckler do impressions of me. Okay. I'd like to hear that myself. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to Chris on the Tom Leykis show. A previous caller, Chris, before we get to the latest development, tell everybody what we talked about the first time you called in.
Well, I was telling you guys about my college. I'm for media, race, and gender. We're going to be doing a report on something in the media with race, gender, and, of course, the media. So I picked, of course, Tom Leykis show as my media artifact. And, well, my two lab partners are, of course, females. So we're getting the female perspective of the show. At least that's what they thought, until they heard the show. Now they are quite, basically, just like a lot of the other females that call into the show saying, oh, you're just about the guy's perspective and all that kind of stuff. So now they're totally anti-Tom Leykis listener. So now they are listening, and they're probably hearing me now talking about them.
I love that.
And
so,
our report's going to be revealed on Monday. So I'll have to call in and let you know how I got on the grade with that.
Oh, I want to know. I want to know what kind of grade you get. Is the professor a male or a female?
Female.
Well, this should be interesting.
Definitely. And the part of the show we got was the Leykis 101 from a couple weeks ago, where a guy left his wife, was out of there going to Mexico City.
Yeah.
And, of course, they're like, well, they should have talked it out. Maybe work it out. I said, what would you guys do what would you ladies do if the guy was cheating on you? I would have left him. Well,
that's right.
What do you think?
That's right.
So we had the library day before yesterday, and we had one of the rooms there, and we were discussing it for a good hour and a half.
Wow. Well, let us know how you made out, Chris. I'd certainly like to hear how that paper turned out. I'd like to hear what the reaction was. I'd like to hear what kind of grade you get. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Dale on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, what's up?
Not much.
Hey, I called to get that guy's phone number from El Salvador.
Why is that?
Because I need some weed, man.
I can't do that. That's illegal.
I just asked Dino.
That is conspiracy to sell, man. Are you kidding me? We're not doing that.
I'm just asking for the phone number, man.
That would make us part of the conspiracy.
Oh, Tom,
we're not gonna use the radio station to be selling weed. We're not.
Okay, Tom.
When we talk about this stuff, we're kidding. We're not getting or giving numbers to buy weed.
Oh man, it's dry where I'm at, dude.
Hey, I feel you, but guess what? We're certainly not going on the earth soliciting that kind of thing. It's not happening.
Okay, Tom.
Right.
Blow me up, would you?
I'll blow you up, baby. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Andrew on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Not much.
First of all, I just want to say that last caller, who calls the radio station to get weed, man?
And not only that, calls and wants me to give the number of the guy who called up and said he can get weed. I mean, what kind of business am I in?
This guy's a loser. He can't get it on his own or what?
Yeah, go on Craigslist or eBay or something. Don't come here.
Yeah, eBay. Anyway, I was calling because I have this girl who I slept with a couple weeks ago, and it was only one time, and she will not stop calling me.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I can't. I've tried everything to get her to stop calling me.
Well, why don't you just not answer the phone when she calls? You got caller ID, right?
I do. I haven't answered her calls for like 3 days now, but she calls me all day.
Now, you do understand that many phones, I'll bet your phone does this, but if it doesn't, maybe you get one that does. Many phones allow you to assign a particular ringtone to a particular caller.
Uh-huh.
Does your phone do that?
I don't know.
Well, you ought to check it. Because one of the choices for a ringtone is the choice called none.
None?
None.
Well,
so you can set it up so that your phone, when she calls, will not ring.
Yeah. How do I don't know. Well, I see her at school every day, too. That's the problem, too.
How?
Well, every day I see her and I walk into class and she walks right by me.
Are you in a high school or college? Where are you?
High school.
All right. So you're going to walk. Does she talk to you?
She tries to stop me. She goes, Andrew, I need to talk to you about something. And once a couple times I'll stop and I'll talk to her. And it's stupid stuff.
Tell her you don't want to talk to her anymore.
Just straight out. Tell her I don't want to.
What's wrong with that?
Isn't that a little mean?
Stop worrying about being mean. It's a one-night stand. You got what you wanted. Move on. Be a man.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to be
don't
mean
be a
to
pussy.
her.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, she's not taking a hint. So now you're going to tell her honestly that this is it. You had one night. Thank you very much. It was okay. It was great. It was terrible, whatever. But that's it. It's not going to be any more. It's honest.
Yeah.
The reason she keeps calling you is because you're not honest with her.
But, well, I don't know. What if she likes me or something, man?
Who cares? You got what you needed.
All right.
Why do you care? You want to get married?
No, I'm too young for that.
You want a girlfriend?
No.
So who cares if she likes you?
Well, she's got friends. What if I want to, look at...
You can't. You say a-hole.
All right, well, she tells her friends I'm being an a-hole, and then, it ruins it.
Pal, that's the risk you take when you have a one-night stand and you're in high school, okay?
Yeah.
And she doesn't know everybody in the school, so man up. I mean, it's not, what? You'd rather she tells her friends that you never take her phone calls?
Well, I guess either way I'm screwed.
You're not screwed. You're a man, and you had a one-night stand with a woman, and now you're telling her that that's all there's going to be.
Yeah.
I think you need to watch a few Humphrey Bogart movies or something.
Well,
that's it, sister. It's over. Huh?
I guess all I have to do is just tell her straight out. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
It's that simple. She will stop calling when you do that.
All right, man.
Hang on a second. Robert, what did you want to say to Andrew?
I wanted to let you know I work for a cell phone company, and the company I work for, there's actually a phone that you can buy that allows you to block people from calling and text messaging you. So there is a way, buddy.
Just block them. That sounds like a good idea, too.
All right.
Is there a particular brand name, Robert?
It's made by LG.
So LG has a phone where you can block particular phone numbers from calling you, and you can block their text messages as well.
Yeah, it's the LG 3450. They allow you. It's a parent feature. It's for parental control for kids, but adults use it too. You can block people from text and calling you.
I think I need that myself.
Do they sell it for Verizon?
I'm not sure if I can say what company I work for, but it is a major company.
All right.
So he's saying it's not Verizon is what he's saying.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is Verizon. All right, there you go.
Well, then right on. I'll have to go check out that phone then.
You got it, man.
All right, good luck. See, you call in, you get information, you find out where to buy pot in your area. It's all here. We're one-stop shopping, for Christ's sake. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Shelley on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I've been waiting an hour to talk to you.
Here I am.
You know, I'd like to say something about Britney Spears. It is any day now that she commits suicide, I think, because, her kids were taken away and, she's on drugs and all that crap. That girl's crazy. Did you see her last VMA performance?
Of course.
That.
I wouldn't miss that for the world.
She does not look like she used to at all. Did you hear the rumors about her feeding her kids Red Bull and soda, too? That girl's crazy.
My goal, but see, I live in Hollywood. My goal is to run into her and have her hit me with an umbrella because I can retire on what I'm going to make in that lawsuit.
You know, who shaves their head off, especially, I mean, girls?
Well, I guess some people do it.
Yeah, guys do. Girls? This girl is crazy. I wonder what everybody else out there thinks. I'm wondering if they think that she's going to commit suicide, too.
Well, I put it this way. If she can make it to December 31st, she's definitely on my Deadpool for next year.
What do you mean?
We do a Deadpool every year. We everybody on the staff of the Tom Leykis Show picks 10 people we think are going to die in the next year.
Oh, yeah?
And then we get points according to how young they are.
Uh-huh.
So you get a number of points. For each person who dies, you get 100 points minus the age of the person. So Brittany's case, what would you get, about 75 points, 74 points, something like that?
Yeah.
That'd be a big score.
Crazy. That girl is crazy.
Yeah.
What else is she going to do? What rumors have you... Oh, you know, her ex-bodyguard testified, so I bet it's pretty true what she did. But who knows? He could be lying.
Who knows?
Bodyguard? You know, like it was 50-50 custody, and then all of a sudden her bodyguard testifies over the weekend, and she gets her kids taken away. I heard they drug tested her ass, too, and she had drugs in her system. She shouldn't be a mother. I mean, people that do drugs and, like, you know, you can't raise kids, like, you know, doing drugs. Poor babies. They should be taken away from her ass.
Well, I think a lot of people agree with you.
Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-TOM.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
What you need is you got two women there, right? So when you're done, they can cuddle, and you can go off and make a sandwich while they just sit there cuddling, huh? Watch the game.
Or I'll tell you what kind of sandwich I'm going to make. I'm going to make a Tom sandwich between 2 slices of chick.
The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. It's Flash Friday. Anthony, hello.
How are you doing, Mr. Leykis? Amazing show, and shirts off to you. The best show on radio today.
Why, thank you.
I have a weird question. I don't know what this is, man. I'm driving down the 10, getting ready to pull off the freeway in San Bernardino. Good-looking chick comes up to me in a four-wheel drive truck. She flashes me, and she starts giving me like a hand gesture, like she wants me to, you know, flash her back or do something that I maybe, you know, like flash her back. How many guys have had this happen to them? Could you ask that question out there? Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. She stayed with me for about 5 minutes, and she's like giving me this look like, well, come on, flash me back. What am I supposed to do about that the next time it happens? Can you ask that for me out there and see if...
Did she flash you?
That problem? She flashed me, but then she wants me to, like, she keeps, like, looking like she's looking down, you know?
You pull over, tell her you'll show her anything she wants to see when she pulls over.
Woo! Oh, my God. Well, I don't know. Is that... Okay, so maybe the chicks want us to flash them, too. I don't know. Maybe put that question out there. I don't know what's going on, but you're the...
Well, they may want that, but the cars are not built for you to be flashing.
Yeah.
They're not.
Tell me about it. But, plus, I mean, what if you do that and it's it's a cop or something? I mean, can a cop flash you and do that? If they want you arrested, they're going to arrest you back if you flash them back or something. Oh, dude, I don't know. Anyway, it was weird. It just struck me really weird. It was like, whoa, I didn't even know what to do. I mean, I've been flashed before, but, like, she was hanging on, thinking, like, come on, man, show me, too. So, I don't know. Anyway.
You could have gone over and shown her up close.
I know I should say, come on, pull off. I almost got
Here, I'll show you. Wait a minute. Do you feel that? There it is, that? Right? You could ask her, do you feel that? That's it.
Oh, my God. Congratulations to the greatest show, and you're doing an awesome job. I just told my 19-year-old daughter about you, and I think she's going to start listening, too.
Sounds good. Wait till one day, though, you're out there driving on the freeway with your headlights on, and she doesn't realize it's you, and she flashes you.
What am I laughing for? You crazy man.
It could happen.
Take me out, quick.
I'll take you out, baby. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Gabriel on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Great.
First time, long time.
Thank you.
I just want to share a story with you. I was dying to try to get on the radio because I really thought you would like this story. It was about how old have you gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking into a bar, man. I was barely walking in. I had already had like a couple of beers somewhere else. And like these two older ladies are like coming out, dude. They're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, oh, you're leaving already? You're not even giving me a chance to buy you a drink. They're like, oh, well, how about we go to my place and get a drink there? Dude, I had both of them right there, dude.
How old were they?
65.
65?
Yes, sir, and I was 21 years old.
How was that?
Oh, my God, it was one of the best experiences ever, dude.
Really?
Oh, yeah, because they looked pretty good, man, for their age.
For 65?
Yes, sir. One of them had like some work done, so, you know, gravity wasn't a whole lot of issue. But, yeah, it was great, man.
Even I have never gone that old.
What can I say, man?
Well, thank you for that, Gabriel.
You got it, man.
Appreciate the call. Tell you what, we're getting quite the selection of callers on this edition of the Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Jim on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yo.
Yo.
Do you ever get sick of talking to the same losers over and over and answering the same questions over and over?
Don't denigrate yourself that way. You're much better than that.
It's killing me. I love your show, but your listeners are calling in with the same problems over and over. It's common sense.
No, you want to hear over and over? Have you been listening to the show this week?
Yes, I have.
Do you remember I did the show about the Craigslist?
Craigslist, yeah.
Right. I want to read to you the subject lines from today's email. This is today's Tom Leykis Show email. I'm getting it right off the screen. You ready?
All right.
Here are the subject lines. Gold diggers on Craigslist. Forward, Craigslist ad, Craigslist posting. This is right up your alley, Tom. Craigslist meets Wall Street, classic. Craigslist ad in NYC. Letter on Craigslist. We're just haggling over the price. You'll appreciate this Craigslist ad. 500K Craigslist ad. All right, and Craigslist money grubber. Show material, Craigslist. Craigslist post, Wall Street analysis. New York Craigslist ad, unbelievable. Craigslist post, hilarious. Craigslist posting. This ad was placed on Craigslist. Craigslist posting I thought you'd enjoy. Craigslist ad, why can't I meet someone who makes 500K?
Up with it. Why do you...
Now, the thing is, we did a whole hour about that Craigslist posting 2 days ago. And these people continue to send me copies of that Craigslist post. Like, not only did we have a show about it on Wednesday, then yesterday I went on the air and ripped people for continuing to send this to me.
I remember.
And what do? They continue sending it to me.
So why, you got the nest egg, you got everything, so why do you just like to talk to retards all day?
It's very lucrative, Jim.
I understand it's lucrative, but you've already got enough. You can cash out already. You said it on
I could cash out, but really, the amount of money I'm being paid is truly obscene.
Oh man, it's got to be because I have to turn the radio off.
It's the same reason. You know what? It's the same reason Barry Bonds doesn't retire with grace and class. And they keep giving him $18 million a year. So he keeps playing.
I give you a lot of, I don't know how you wake up every morning knowing you're going to go talk to the same retards over and over about.
You know why? Because my pillowcase is full of $100 bills.
And like the guy earlier, like, she wanted to see his junk, so he had to call you and ask you what to do. I mean, come on. It's a little... And if he was a real dude, he would have been like, hey, you know, he would have pulled over and thought about that. And the other guy about thinking outside of the box, you got to work for what you want. You got to think of, you know, be a little bit more resourceful than...
You got to start thinking inside the box.
You People are killing me, man. Good thing you have a brain on your shoulders. Thanks for not making me want to shoot myself on the road all the time.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
All right, blow me up.
I'll blow you up. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. David on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Is that a question or a statement? I'm doing great.
Oh, man, I'm just kind of nervous. So I got to be honest, I've only been listening to your show for about an hour and a half. And at first, I didn't like what I heard. But the more I listen to it, I really got to say you're quite an intelligent man. One thing, though, I think is, to put it bluntly, is I think you should put more like messages about kind of just meditation, I guess, on the radio.
More meditation.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people are calling in there.
All right.
A lot of angry for kind of insignificant reasons. I mean,
all right, we're going to chant right now. Are you ready?
Oh, man. All right. Is that doing anything for you, man? Is that doing anything for you? Is that doing anything for you?
It's driving away listeners.
What? Sorry.
It's driving away listeners.
Oh, really? Well, no, see, like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like...
well, how about you watch your mouth? How about we tell people that?
I'm nervous. But I think, you know, it's like all this talk about, for instance, sex, you know. I mean, like, if a person's in a situation where they're extremely horny and, you know, they're freaking out, you know, I think you should just tell them to calm down and look at some other things in life, which I'm sure you do.
No, I think they should go get laid.
That's a good point, too. But what if a person, you know, is insecure inside? So, well, I guess you got a good point.
Yes,
all right,
I do.
Well, let's talk about money.
What about money?
Or let's talk about happiness. Like, what do you think's being happy?
What do I think about being happy?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you got a lot of money, you pretty much can do whatever you like.
That's true, but I mean, like, you think it's like, it sounds like short-lived, kind of, you know?
But it's not. Let me give you some examples. If you have money, then you get sick. You don't have to worry if you're not going to have enough for the deductible or if you're going to use up your allocation for the doctor this year.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You get the best doctors. You get the best treatment. What's boring about that?
Well, there's also, like, mind over matter, you know? But,
what do you mean,
you know,
No, I'll tell you what. You do mind over matter over at the homeless shelter. Me, I'm going to the hospital.
No. Listen,
I'm going to the best hospital I can find.
Listen, man, I'm not saying either one's wrong, you know?
No, one is wrong. Mind over matter. Forget it. I believe in a good hospital.
Hospital, yeah. But, I mean, like...
Which I can afford if I get sick.
When the doctor examines you, he's just sitting there like a mindless person, and he's not also using his, you know, energies to heal people.
Are you insane? You know what? I don't want to go to a witch doctor. I want to go to somebody with a medical degree.
Look, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're sick, you know, and say the doctor tells you to go home and, like, rest, you know, like, you know, like that. You can do a lot with that. Sorry. It's just my friends talking to me, and I'm really nervous. But all I'm saying is that I think you're the one who's paranoid here, not me.
What am I paranoid about?
Well, I mean, I guess you must be afraid of death if, you know.
Why? Because I want to go to the doctor if I get sick?
No. I'm just saying that.
What makes you think I'm afraid of death?
If you can't afford a doctor, right?
Right, you can't afford a doctor. You think what? If people can't afford a doctor, what do you think they just say? Well, my time has come, and they go lay out in the gutter.
No, I'm sure they just do stuff. You know, they meditate.
I see.
I'm using that term really loosely.
So those of us who don't want to sit there and meditate, we're afraid of death.
What?
I've had enough. I've had enough. Holy cow! I'm taking advice from you. What am I, nuts? There's more to come. You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you? Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Hear our show streaming live, you podcasters out there, by going to our website, blowmeuptom.com. Click on the Listen Live button between 3 and 8 p.m. Pacific time. You'll be listening live.
The Tom Leykis Show.